biggest challenges people face, inflammation. Patrick, break it down for us. What causes inflammation?
Two main causes of inflammation, Tom. Inflammation is caused by both injury and often infection. Those are the two big things. And something we should really distinguish here is that inflammation isn't a bad thing necessarily. We need to distinguish between acute or short-term inflammation, which is a healing response in a healthy body. You get injured, ow, my arm hurts. Your body's going to get hot, red, and say, don't touch me, don't move me for a short period of time. That's normal and healthy. The second piece that we're really talking about here is chronic or ongoing inflammation. It's a healing response that doesn't fully resolve. And long-term, that can lead to breakdown of tissues, damage, and certainly causes a lot of pain ongoingly.
Now, PURICA has developed a series of anti-inflammatories. One of the real bold new ones is PURICA Curcumin. It is a really potent anti-inflammatory. What makes it so special?
It's really, really exciting, this new one they have. And even when I heard about it, I went, okay, well, one more to the market. What's the difference? Like, what sets it apart? You know, and I heard this from lots of people. Well, okay, one more curcumin, great. There's all these technologies. What sets this one apart is really spectacular, and nothing else like it out there right now, is that when it comes to curcumin, it's going to be a little technical, just briefly, there's 3 different curcuminoids. Those are the active ingredients, and for simplicity, we're going to call them curcumin 1, curcumin 2, and curcumin 3. And so in all the leading curcumins out there before PURICA's one, if you test them, curcuminoid or curcumin 3 would only be in about 0.2 to 2% of the active curcumins. That's a pretty small amount. PURICA's curcumin, which is called BDM30, and that refers to that third curcumin, or curcumin number 3, is in 30%. So it's more than 15 times what you would find in the average store brands. And that is so important because it is a really potent, fast-acting anti-inflammatory. It can really get to the root of inflammation more than any of the other curcuminoids 1 and 2 can. They all work great. They're very helpful. They're very effective. But that curcumin 3 gets to the deep root, literally level of the genes, and really stops inflammation. And I found it myself. As soon as I heard it was out, I was really excited. I thought, oh, PURICA only is going to introduce something if it's really worth putting out on the market. And so I tried it, and I've been sitting on a plane, and I've had ongoing right hip pain and some soreness, even some numbness. And I tried it, and I was walking, and within about 45 minutes, I started to feel this tingling, and I was actually a little bit freaked out. I was like, what is going on? And then the pain went from like quite uncomfortable, like almost walking with a little bit of a limp, down to almost gone. And I was like, wow, this works. I've tried lots of curcumins, and I've never had one work so quickly. And I was like, maybe it's a placebo. Maybe I was just really excited to try it. And I've found it reproduced multiple times. I've also heard lots of reports already from customers about how great a response they are. You're getting reduced pain, reduced swelling, and just be able to go function more with it. So that's the really exciting thing about it. It's that curcumin 3, the BDM, 30%. Again, more than 15 times more than anything else out there.
Rapid relief, optimal performance. What makes it so sustainable? Like, how come the relief is so prolonged when it comes to PURICA Curcumin?
It's a great question. What makes it so prolonged is that curcumin 3 is a powerful antioxidant. We often measure antioxidants in something called an ORAC scale, and bigger is better. You want a bigger number. And so when you look at the standard 95% curcumin on the market, it has an ORAC score of around 9,000. That's a big number. That's great. We hoped if our diet even approached that, that'd be fantastic. Curcumin 3 in this BDM30, when you get a 600 milligram dose, it has an ORAC score of over 1 million compared to 9,000 in a similar dose on the leading curcumins on the market. That's substantially huge. So it's a powerful antioxidant. We know it's good for the cells. It plays part of its role as reducing or preventing or even treating cancer. And beyond that, it also helps with muscle recovery, reduction in pain. But the really cool thing about it, and something that's more cutting edge, is that powerful antioxidant score of curcumin 3 helps increase the blood levels and stabilize it over time. So that's what gives it lasting pain relief as well as inflammation reducing effects in the body. That's what really sets it apart.
Dr. Patrick Callas, ND, thanks so much for breaking down inflammation and for introducing us to PURICA Curcumin.
Thank you.